Caitlin Clark, the only WNBA player receiving over 500,000 fan votes for the WNBA All-Star game. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, the Fever Four, sitting in the top 10 when it comes to WNBA fan voting for the All-Star game.
Caitlin Clark has done more than just collect votes for the WNBA All-Star game. She's redefined what fan engagement looks like for women's sports at large, setting a jaw-dropping new standard that blows past anything the league has ever seen, and placing herself squarely as the new centerpiece of not just the Indiana Fever, but the entire WNBA narrative, pulling in a staggering 515,993 votes in the first round alone.
Every chance the Indiana Fever fans, every chance Caitlin Clark fans, every time they have a chance to show up, they show out. Every time they have an opportunity to support, not only do they support, they go above and beyond when it comes to attendance, when it comes to viewership, when it comes to merchandise, and now clearly, as it's always been clear, the extracurricular activities, the add-ons, the plus ones, this would really help us. This would really help you. Say no more. Please, let's try to get these girls in this is what you want? Say no more. And the Indiana Fever fans did exactly that.
More than 5 times. The entire top tally just 2 seasons ago. Clark's meteoric rise proves what happens when college stardom, relentless performance, and a fan base hungry to back their hero collide, generating a surge in attendance, TV ratings, merchandise sales, and now a record smashing.
Caitlin Clark's leading, and we've got 4 Indiana Fever players in the top 10, which I think can be expected considering where it is that the game is being played. So I will give people a lot of credit. I think a lot of people, it looks like, voted based on basketball for the most part. And there's a supposed, people keep telling me, supposed second most popular player in the league that doesn't look like the second most popular player at all.
All-Star vote count that forced the league's digital system to scale up just to keep up with demand. Something that in itself marks how one player's story can force an entire sports infrastructure to evolve overnight to meet the moment. But what cements this as truly historic is that Clark's gravitational pull didn't stop with her own jersey. It created the WNBA's first ever Fab Four voting coup, pulling her teammates Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull straight into the upper echelon of the All-Star rankings too, proving Indiana's fan base doesn't just rally behind one shining star but values the grit, chemistry, and identity of an entire squad. With Boston hauling in over 447,000 votes, enough to win outright any other year, Kelsey Mitchell, long respected as a quiet scoring machine, landing 7th with nearly 200,000 thanks to years of consistency finally rewarded. And Hull, the kind of player who does all the thankless dirty work that doesn't always make highlight reels.
First returns for the WNBA All-Star voting when it comes to the fan vote. Caitlin Clark, number 1, absolutely no surprise. The biggest, the best, the most noticeable, the face of the WNBA. If you had any questions about the face of the WNBA, look at that graphic right there. That's called the face of the league.
Earning her 9th place with more than 160,000 votes simply because Fever fans pay attention to more than just points per game. This shift is seismic because the WNBA has always been top-heavy on big city names, Las Vegas Aces superstars, Liberty icons, the Seattle core. But Indiana, historically more of a rebuilding club for years, has appended that balance with homegrown loyalty and an authentic basketball culture that sees value in chemistry and collective effort. Clark might be the spark, but Boston's presence in the paint, Mitchell's reliable outside shooting, and Hull's hustle show that this is a franchise built for sustainable success, not just a viral moment.
Clark garnered 515,993 votes over the first week of fan voting. She's the only player to eclipse 500,000. Nafisi Collier, who is probably the leader of the MVP pack right now, is at 485,000. Aaliyah Boston is third, 447,000, as she should be.
And the fans are rewarding that vision with their votes in record numbers. Meanwhile, the supposed second most popular player in the league, Angel Reese, finds herself staring up from 13th place, despite an army of social media followers who love to hype her up on Twitter but didn't back it up at the ballot box. The Reese brand, for all its talk, hasn't matched Clark's substance. A narrative the voting data makes painfully clear. Star power is more than trending topics. It's about getting people to show up, buy tickets, watch broadcasts, and yes, click that vote button when it counts most. And this year, the Reese's pieces were just noise, while Clark's crowd was undeniable proof of real, invested fandom that can't be manufactured overnight. Beyond just these headline numbers, Clark's impact triggered a ripple that lifted the entire league, where once only 8 players could pass 50,000 votes. Now 19 have crossed 100,000.
Nafisa Collier, number 2, Aaliyah Boston, number 3, Asia Wilson, number 4, Brianna Stewart, number 5, Paige, Kiki Iriafen, 2 rookies in the top 10, and we got Kelsey Mitchell 7, Sabrina 8, and Lexi hold 9. We got 2 rookies, we got 4 Fever players, we got 2 Liberty players, we got Nafisa Collier, a top 2 player in the league right now, arguably the best, and we got the Asia Wilson conglomerate continues to show up for their
pulling the WNBA deeper into mainstream conversation and helping players who used to toil in semi-obscurity become familiar faces to casual fans, giving the league new marketing firepower and forcing execs to rethink how they handle fan interactions, highlight scheduling, and future voting campaigns. Now that the bar has been raised from nice-to-have participation to a full-on cultural moment that demands bigger venues, better broadcast deals, and more sponsors willing to bet big on women's hoops. And what makes this all the more special is that the Fever get to showcase this revolution at home. The 2025 All-Star Game lands right in the heart of Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, turning what used to be a neutral exhibition into a potential home court cauldron where 4 Fever players will step onto the floor to deafening cheers from fans who see them not just as local heroes, but as living proof that Indiana basketball is back on the map in a way that resonates far beyond state lines, the same hardwood where these women practice. Every week is now the stage for a national showcase that promises to feel more like Game 7 of the finals than an easygoing midseason scrimmage. It's a testament to how powerful the Fever's turnaround has been. In less than 2 seasons, they flipped from rebuild mode to title chatter, anchored by Clark's stats, nearly 20 points and almost 9 assists a night, and Boston's dominance inside, plus Mitchell's cool veteran presence and Ho's grit. An ensemble cast that fans recognize and reward, not just by buying jerseys, but by voting en masse to see them celebrated on the biggest stage possible. It also exposes how fragile hype can be when not backed by actual support. Reese's slide to 13th is a lesson for future stars that talk must meet action, and that while flashy moments and social chatter help build a brand, loyalty is forged in consistency, sacrifice, and team-first mentality, qualities the Fever's Fab Four have in spades, and exactly why their fan base didn't just show up for Clark alone, but for the culture she represents and the teammates who sweat with her every game night. Now the league is bracing for an all-star night that could reset expectations for years to come. ABC broadcasting nationally, the WNBA countdown show fueling buzz all day, a packed house roaring for their own roster in a setting that feels custom-built for viral highlights and TV moments that convert even casual sports. Fans and the believers that women's basketball can sell out arenas and break online algorithms. When given a narrative worth rallying behind, it's more than a game. It's a live demonstration that a team-first, community-backed approach can still win hearts in an era dominated by solo celebrity culture. And Indiana Fever fans have proven themselves the gold standard for how to do it right. Show up, be loud, and lift up every player wearing the jersey, not just the biggest name on the marquee. So as July 19th draws near, Gainbridge Fieldhouse is about to become the epicenter of women's basketball's next evolution. A homecoming party for 4 All-Stars, and a challenge to every other market that if you want this kind of love, you have to earn it on the court and off. For Clark, Boston, Mitchell, and Ho, This is validation that hard work and real chemistry can take you from overlooked to unstoppable. And for the Fever franchise, it's proof that what they're building in Indiana could be the blueprint for the WNBA's future, a league driven by authentic connections, generational talent, and fan bases ready to make history, one vote at a time.